Unpopular vote, the pay gap is bad for men. Okay, wait, now don't write me any letters, just let me get to the end of my argument, okay? Now, the pay gap is absolutely real. Women are paid less than men. And I think that's bad for not just women, but also men, because in a majority of American households, women are now the majority breadwinners, okay? It's the truth for my household. My mom makes a little bit more money than my dad. My aunt makes more than my uncle, so on and so forth. Now, you might be thinking, well, you're just in a particularly lazy, unambitious, male-filled households or whatever. But that's not true. As a matter of fact, women are now dead even with men in terms of the majority breadwinners in each American household. It's about 50-50. In 5 years, they're going to pass us. So women are going into higher paying jobs. There's more women in law school and about dead even in medical school and different fields like that pay pretty well. And the women industries, PR, advertising, things like that, they're thriving. Men, construction and things like that are falling behind. You might have heard the recession called the man session, where like a lot of times men's work is now petering out. So now men are like, okay, I'm a blue collar dude in Alabama. I guess I'll move to North Dakota and go work on an oil platform or some crazy shit like that. But that's what men are having to do. Now, the corporations in America, as you know, always want to save a dime over everything else. So if you go in there as a man and you're like, I want 20% more than any woman will, well, that's an advantage for women because they're going to hire them because they're cheaper, as we've seen. They will literally do anything to get a slightly cheaper employee. But even bigger than that is the ramifications for the whole economy. If women are now make more, if women are now the majority breadwinners in each household, as I said, as it is for mine, then what happens when they're not making as much money as a man would make? No second car, no trips to Applebee's. The whole economy is making less money. Beyonce says women run the world. Well, they definitely run the economy. They're the ones going out to these stores, keeping retail afloat and different things like that. They are powering the economy. If men made 100% of the money like they did back in the 50s, the only places that would be open is Outback Steakhouse and Chili's. That'd be it. There'd be a Reebok outlet at the mall and nothing else. Like everything would fucking grind to a halt if women didn't make any money anymore. So by women taking 75 cents on the dollar, 80 cents on the dollar, that hurts the entire U.S. economy and it makes income inequality worse because that's American families that don't have the money that they used to have. The pay gap is bad for women, but it's also bad for men.